Hey everybody! And it's a Sunday. Wow, so I'm here. I hope you guys can hear me. August 4th, so it's the new Leo moon tonight. So I hope you guys are all feeling it. Let me know how you guys feel in the chat. I think the energy and the vibes are very good, very positive. But yeah, throw in your comments in the chat. We're going to get started here. I'm waiting for Janine to come on. She'll just be backstage. Once I see her back there, I'll bring her on. There's this Mercury retrograde takes into effect tomorrow. So the 5th to the 28th, I think. But yeah, so hopefully it's not messing with Janine, but when she comes, I will bring her on. But I'm going to go ahead and get this going here. Can you guys hear me? Can I have a 5x5 in the chat? And you may have noticed the title. We're going to go over Joe Rogan because Joe Rogan was on last night. I think there's a Netflix special. I believe that's where it was. He was really spilling some stuff. So a lot of exposures. Thank you so much, Mary Jean G out there for the 5x5. Appreciate that. Yeah, as we're getting into this retrograde, you never know what's going to happen with the sound and everything. But hey, we're going to get into it. We're going to go over Joe Rogan, also other Patriots in trusted positions. Now, that's from a Q post. Let me start there. So that's from a Q post. Patriots in trusted positions, time to show the world. So things are unfolding every day, it seems. But Joe Rogan really is in the spotlight right now for what he was going over last night in that Netflix special. But also there's our stars out there, the good ones like Mel Gibson, Kevin Costner. They're doing their part as well. So we're going to kind of wrap into that. I'm going to pull some cards on that too. So this show will probably be under an hour. We're not going to go too much further than that because, as you know, I have the morning show in the morning. So we'll keep it probably under an hour. But this Q post, that's what's in the title of this video, Patriots in Trusted Positions, Time to Show the World. But just below that on the Q post is focus, and then focus in all caps, and then it says Ascension Q. The very top part is Runbeck Dominion, SOS offices, investigators, researchers, whistleblowers, and then Patriots in trusted positions. So I wanted to bring this one forward because this was actually a year ago and 8 months, 2 weeks, and 1 day and 19 hours. Something like that. That's what it says at the bottom. But November 18th, actually it was in 2022. So I guess that's when it was uploaded to that site. Anyways, November 18th, 2022 was this Q post. But hey, I'm investigating all the Q posts and I will keep bringing them to you guys so we can go over them and rehash them. But I thought that was very interesting. So not only are certain individuals that we've already seen, whistleblowers, things of that nature, but like Joe Rogan, like Mel Gibson, Kevin Costner, and there's other stars as well that are coming forward and really not being shy anymore because we've already seen the truth and there's so much more. It's for the ones that are not awake yet, right? So all that's coming to the forefront. I'm going to bring up Joe Rogan, and then I believe Miss Janine is backstage. So I will bring her on in just a second. And I'm going to hold this up. Let's see. Here it is, Joe Rogan. So this is what I was referring to, Patriots in place. So we're going to go over this. But first, I want to bring in Janine and see how she's doing. Here she is. Hey, Janine. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Kristen. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, happy Sunday, new moon in Leo. Are you feeling it?
Feels like a typical Sunday so far. What does
So
that
far,
mean?
so good. Yeah, me too. Me too. We'll go over that in a few minutes, but have you heard about Joe Rogan last night? I guess on Netflix, he was dropping a lot of bombs. So pretty cool. And I want to actually read that. I'll read it very carefully. This just kind of it's a summary, but yeah, Joe Rogan was dropping a lot of massive things in his special last night. So he was going over the whole mandatory demic thing, the fake moon landing, Big Mike, the pizza GATE, and direct energy weaponry. So more importantly, the crowd's reaction was going crazy, this post says. So it's the Great Awakening in action. He is a patriot, and he's one of the patriots at the forefront that is awakening so many people, so many people. So I thought that was so cool that he was doing that. But what is your take on that, Janine?
Yeah, I watched it a couple times, and actually, he's alluding to the technology down in Antarctica. You have to listen carefully. He says it fast, but just like I've always been saying, I've been sensing that it's been around, and they've just been withholding it for hundreds of years, and especially the, I guess they call it the dew. Which has been happening out in California. So this is good that he's bringing that to the forefront. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I got to catch it all. I only watched a little bit of it and then I had to go. But yeah, I can't wait to finish it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool he's doing that. And hey, I'm so glad you're here. I do want to go over that new moon because it's a good one. It's supposed to be the best new moon. So sorry guys, I'm just gonna keep rolling with different subjects. I hope it's not too much. But the new moon, we're just gonna skip on over to here. We love Joe Rogan, but hey, let's talk about this new moon in Leo. So it's August 4th, as you know. This is about expressing your creativity. Get ready to be inspired. So really embrace your creative side. It's going to come out of you. Even if you didn't think it was there, it's really going to spike at this time. Plan adventures and trips. Let your personality shine. Start something new. Get ambitious. Be open to new opportunities for financial abundance. So that's a big one right there. Yep. Beautiful energy. Leo. So yeah, like I said, I've been researching a lot about it, and it's supposed to be the best one of the whole year. So we shall see. And you guys know how I am with retrograde. I kind of flip it. A lot of, it's usually kind of a negative time, but we can flip it. It doesn't have to be. Let's flip it to positive. We'll still be cautious and not move too fast with certain plans, but yeah, we'll be very cautious.
Flip it good.
Yeah, we're just gonna flip it. Yeah, for the new moon, Baja Girl 302. Yeah, Janine, does it let you share the little comments? If you see anything you like, you can go ahead. Or did we remove that? I can't remember.
We had to remove that because because I had it on there even when I was trying to do my own show. I'm like, I don't want Kristen stuff.
Get out of here. Get out of
here. So StreamYard is funny with that. So I logged in, and I must have used the same login as I do for my StreamYard. So we had to remove it. But I'm good with that. I can read them. I can see them. I see Buck's out there.
Yeah, we've got Buckshot in the house. His dad's a Leo. That's right. His dad was awesome on your show, Janine. Loved it.
Yeah, I could have just sat back and interviewed both of them. They were awesome.
I know, such a cool show. Yes, we have beautiful people in the chat. Thank you all for being here, Connie as well. Let's see what else I have to go over. So I don't know if you guys saw the rally that Trump did last night. He was in Georgia. Yeah, and you know what's? I'm going to share screen right now. I thought this was cute because in Georgia. So this is one of the girls at Chick-fil-A. Remember when Trump stopped by Chick-fil-A and bought everybody a bunch of chicken and some milkshakes? So this is someone he made friends with and really changed a lot for her and for her school. So I'm going to play this little clip because I thought it was really cute. So let's do that.
This restaurant. And we do it very quietly. We don't announce it. That's for, security reasons, everything. I walked in. She's behind the counter. And she didn't know I was coming. And she goes, "It's President Trump." She looks at me, "It's President Trump. You saved my college." And I said, "How the hell do you know that?" She said, this one is so smart, so sharp. She grabbed me. She gave me a kiss. I said, "I think I'm never going back home to the First Lady."
You were supposed to keep that quiet.
See, now, for the average politician, that's death. For me, I don't care. I just want to tell you, you are an unbelievable person with a great personality. You lit up the whole room. I said, weeks later, I'd go, "Who is that person that was so incredible?" She knew everything about me. She had no idea I was coming. She knew everything about me. And you know, the historically black colleges and universities, I gave millions and millions, billions of dollars to. They kept coming back, and I said, why are you doing this? And we gave them long-term funding. And she knew that because she said her college, which was, she loved her college. She said it was so great, right? You loved it.
The illustrious CAU.
Yeah, that's right. She loved her college, and she said, you saved my college. What was your college? Tell them.
The illustrious Clark Atlanta University.
And it was so impressive, and I felt so good because she really did. She really said, I said, did you like the college? She said, no, I loved that school. I loved that college, and that's what it's all about. But you are an incredible person. I think you have a tremendous future. I really do. And I'll do whatever I can to help you, okay? Thank you, Dan. Thank you very much. Great job. You want to say something else?
Man, you know, I thought I was done. But I do want to add on to some of the remarks that were made by others, and we do need to do our best to get the message out there. The fight is nothing if all we do is talk about it amongst ourselves. So with that being said, since you said you'd help me, shameless plug, if y'all need anybody to knock doors, make phone calls, wave signs, get people out to the polls, call me at Conserve the Culture. Because not only do I mobilize the HBCU students so that they may get this message, but I'm the best person when it comes to black engagement in the black community. And nobody needs this message more than my folks. So do y'all care for real? Are y'all with us for real? ConserveTheCulture.com for any and all inquiries. Y'all can follow me at Miss Kayla, baby. I'm going to give it back to Big T. Oh, last name.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, I love the whole. I watched it. Had to watch the rally. I'm not missing a rally because you never know. You know, really cool things are happening. And then, so yeah, it was a Kamala thing. I saw it somewhere. I can't remember where. But so Kamala, you know, she's trying to play the card that she's African American. She's trying to play the card, and it's not happening. There's a video going around. I think it was Benny Johnson too. There's a barber shop that they're all talking about it. And no one's accepting her on that side because they know the truth. They know that she is not. So she's not going to win any votes that way. It's all fake anyway, but you know what I mean? It's just insane.
Well, just because it's her color of her skin, and if you're born in Jamaica, or I think she's born in Canada, I'm not really sure. She's like been born in like 10 different places. But if she's Jamaican, it's not part of the United States. And then she's Asian. So I'm not quite sure where, you know, African American comes in. So
and Indian.
It doesn't really matter.
No.
It's just a distraction as far as I'm concerned. I really don't even give a crap about her. There's so many things being said about her. I call her heels up Harris, but yeah, so it's just another distraction, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a man for sure. And you guys, I don't know if you saw it. I don't even know if I want to even play her. It's a little clip that she's promising to release prisoners, to more prisoners. So just like Biden, you know. Yeah. Just like nonsense. But yeah, there's so much going on out there. They're circulating a bunch of stuff, but it's all fun. But you know what I wanted to talk to you about, Janine? You actually highlighted it for me about Kevin Costner and the things that he's doing with that cool show or it's a movie. It's called Horizon, I believe.
It's in 4 parts. Yeah, he spent 38 I want to say $1 billion of his own money. It's something he's always wanted to do. And not only that, I watched all of his interviews. He did a blast of interviews to get it out on with everybody out there. And so this is probably the one that came out in July, but there's four different parts to this. He is all American, and he was being interviewed. I caught a really old interview of him when he just first started. He said that he was going to make this 30 years ago, and here he is. He finally, followed his dream. So, yeah, I did go to the show to see this. I guess it was at the movies. it was a really bad turnout for him, but I'm hoping that he recoups his money somehow.
Yeah, I did a lot of research actually today on it, and it looks amazing, and I am going to watch it. I think that the media and everything was actually just putting those bad reviews out there so people wouldn't go see it, because he really is a true patriot. And for those of you that don't know, I already did a full show on him with Beyond Entertainment, and he is a good guy. So if you're asking, oh, is he good? He is. He's totally a good guy. And the whole Yellowstone thing, there's a lot of people there in the producing, in the background that were very bad, actually, a part of Yellowstone, not him. But that is why he's out. I pull cards on that too. So,
and there was also rumors, and if you guys have been around for a while and been awake, if you guys remember Patriot Dave, and this is going way, way back. This goes back to at the time when everybody was going to Dallas and stuff like that. And I had negative 48. I was one of the first ones to have negative 48 on my channel. And there were 3 negative 48s. And I do believe what somebody had said to me is Kevin Costner was playing one of them. And I think Kevin Costner has played some roles in this shit show.
I do too. Yes. Let's actually pull on it. Let's have some fun. Let's ask, Janine. We're going to have it's a short show tonight, guys, but let's just have a little fun. It's Sunday night. It's the moon energy. We could be goofy. Let's take a look. Kevin Costner. Has he played anyone in this shit show? Here we go. 9 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. And I'll hold them up because I didn't set up the camera. 6 of Pentacles. So he definitely did. I'm going to stop sharing that. He definitely did. That's a yes all the way. Mm-hmm. So 9 of Pentacles too. What I heard when I put that one down is he was for a very long time, actually. Mm-hmm. He was playing King of Pentacles. So it was someone powerful. And then we had the 6 of Pentacles. So yeah, he actually, so that was it was an equal exchange. It was a good deal. He accepted a deal to do this.
And it's, as most of you know, I pick up on, it's not your face, but it's your voice, it's your vibration. So the first negative 48 I had on there was whoever was playing negative 48, and I know it's a character, and I truly believe he's Kevin that was playing the House Speaker before, whatever the guy's name was. And so the third one that I had on my channel, and I've got the videos of it after I did the show, and there was a lot of confusion. And when I say there's a lot of confusion, he was supposed to be doing my show, but he thought he was supposed to be on another show. He didn't know who I was. Where the other one did, it was just kind of crazy. And I was listening very closely to his voice because the first thing I keyed in was that is not the original negative 48 that I interviewed. There was something with the voice modulator that was a little bit different. So I hung up, and at that time I was talking with Patriot Dave. If any of you guys even remember him, I don't know if he's still around or not. But I called him and I said, God, if I didn't know any better, he sounded like Kevin Costner. And Dave goes, now you're getting it. And that's all he said to me. And I was like, what?
Absolutely, Janine. You are spot on. This is the Knight of Wands, guys. And this would be an absolute yes.
So if you guys don't know how the voice modulator works, and now with AI technology, all it's got to do is pick up about 200 words. It could be my voice, it could be Kristen's voice, and then you start to sound like it. You could do it through an application. Back in the day, they used to do it with actually a device in your mouth, and it was recorded, and I don't know how that all worked, but nowadays, it's just AI picking it up. And not only that, you'll see a lot of shows out there that's like if they were reciting a book and the person has passed on, and they could take a picture of, like, say I died and this is me talking, and AI could change the words. If I wrote a book and I was doing like an autobiography, it would sound like me speaking. So, you guys, we're aware of this. We just have to think a little bit outside the box when it comes to actors.
Yeah. Oh, yes, we do, you guys. Oh, my gosh. That's so good. I'm glad you talked about that and brought that up. So true. Yeah. AIBS. That's correct. Laura out there. Yep.
Yeah.
A fun fact.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
there's other people out there talking about it, and I don't know if this Val Thor is good or not. And he's out on X, and he's saying breaking news. So this happened 2 days ago. And
Okay.
there's Michael Jackson will be back on Monday, August 12th. And then I was reading all the comments from everybody, and apparently everyone has been talking about, like you have, Kristen.
Mhm.
And they're starting to throw dates out there on when he's actually going to be back, which is kind of interesting. But the way I look at it, it'll happen
Yeah.
when it happens, if it happens.
If it happens, well, just for the hell of it, let's see. Is it going to be on the 12th? Let's call them out. Let's see. August 12th. Are they correct? Will we see Michael Jackson return to the scene? August 12th, 2024. Yes or no? Here we go. Ace of Cups, but though she's in reverse. So that's a no. See, that's whenever they throw dates out there. I'm telling you, they're never going to tell you, like, the real deal. They're never going to tell you a date.
It's
Never.
clickbait. It's just clickbait.
Yeah. Totally.
At this point, what I see, everything is out on X, is like either you're going to be awakened by some information you never heard before, or you're going to be arguing with someone that says they're good, they're bad, and they're ugly, or it's just it's some good stuff that comes from all that. And at this point, I kind of walked away from X and I just happened to go through it. Wasn't sure what you wanted to talk about today, and I just saw this point. This Michael Jackson thing is all over the board, and I'm wondering why. But I think they were saying Mr. Poole was the one that was making those comments. Whoever Mr. Poole is. So you guys have been around for a long time and followed Mr. Poole. You know who that is.
Yeah, I've seen that around too. I don't look very often, but I have seen that for sure. Yeah, lots of people impersonating, I guess. Yeah, that's gonna happen. It happens to us too. There's fake channels, telegrams, and all that.
Yeah.
Careful.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, that was fun. That's fun to talk about. But yeah, Prince is not return. Prince, sorry. Well, maybe. Yeah, Michael Jackson not on August 12th, but I do believe he will come back as Prince. I mean, Prince too. Both of them, Michael Jackson and Prince, will return. But no, there are no dates. There are no dates. Yeah. Let's see what else I can go over here. I think that's pretty much it. I just kind of wanted to do like a short little show. But yeah, that Q post I held up already. But yeah, I mean, Patriots are coming to the forefront. Joe Rogan, yes, last night. But there's going to be a lot more of that because they need more people like him just saying stuff. They do. With more power to the people and to people that are really not paying attention to, Instagram or Telegram or all that. So he's reaching a different audience too.
Yeah. So, Kristen, I'm not sure about like where you're at. First of all, I want to say to anybody out there, there's a hurricane that seems to be heading towards Florida and above Tampa Bay. And everybody, please be safe. I'm seeing a lot of stuff, but to me, I think the weathermen are hyping it up. I don't know what is going on. It doesn't seem right. At first, it was heading towards where I was at. Then it's not, and it's going off this way. In any case, just everybody, there's just a lot of flooding that could come from if it's a tropical storm. Just everybody be really safe out there. But also, too, what I'm seeing is that in my area here, I think at the end of August, they're going to start doing the Trump boat parades. Mm-hmm. We were going to be in it. One was yesterday. It was too hot. We still don't have our boat registered. We cannot handle the heat and the humidity. It was 110 with the heat index here yesterday. But there's another one coming up for anybody that wants to get in their car. And so we'll probably hang a bunch of flags from the back of our truck and do something like that. Anything going on in your neighborhood, Kristen?
Not that I'm aware of, but I'm sure that they will. I better research that. I would love to be a part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. They post them on Facebook pages, various ones. If you're following any of the Trump ones, that's what I've been seeing lately. Actually, my husband brought it to my attention. I'm like, all right, well, we could do the truck, that kind of thing. But so we can't do the boat just yet, and we have to decide whether or not we're going to keep it. Being in the ocean versus a lake is a huge difference, and my husband just wants to make sure that we're safe when we're doing these things.
Yes.
Says Janine, what happened to the lead singer of Linkin Park? I don't know. Do you know
Not
that,
sure.
Kristen?
I really don't know, but I pull cards for you right here, Daisy. Let's take a look. We have the Eight of Cups, so it looks like this lead singer's out. Let's see, did they pass or what happened? Five of Wands, Three of Swords. I hate to say it, but I think the real one was a sacrifice, is what I'm picking up. I heard the word sacrifice. So I personally don't know much about the lead singer of Linkin Park at all, but that's what I heard with these cards. Eight of Cups, Five of Wands, some type of conflict, Three of Swords, a betrayal, and then the Ace of Swords. So that's what I'm getting. I don't know, but I heard sacrifice.
So Kristen, I always like to think a little bit differently from what we were told about Hollywood, because there's a lot that I can't get to line up. So
Okay.
I'm going to ask you if you could pull a card on this. Is
Sure.
the satanic thing is bad? Is what they're saying, or were there just so many people embellishing it to pull us into their channels or into distractions or into something else? Because
Okay.
I'm just sensing something a lot different.
Okay.
I know that that's true, that has happened and they do it. I'm not,
Oh yeah, the pizza GATE is
yeah.
real.
I just want to know: is it as bad as people have been saying for so long? Where that's all we talked about, and we're still talking about it.
Okay, good question. We have the Queen of Wands, we have the Three of Pentacles, and there's why you felt that, and then your Pisces Moon card, and then there's the World card. So the Three of Pentacles is what you're feeling and sensing. So there is extra energy put into it to make it more exciting, more of a controversy, more of a shock. Oh my gosh, shocking. So a lot of it is exaggerated and there's tacked on energy. So they're tacking onto the story. They don't really know the story, but they're like, yeah, let's add this on. I bet you this happened. So it's like jumping to conclusions. So adding to it, Queen of Wands was your yes. So let's see. And then the next was the Moon card with that World card. So there is, though, deception and darkness. Like that's with that Moon card and then next to the moon. I mean, this is the moon and then this is my other moon card. But endings and new beginnings, because my deck has to be different, right? So
Yeah.
there's new beginnings from this. So that's like new leads. We came to a new awakening on what they're really up to. So, of course, the darkness is real, but a lot of it is added bonuses, added to the story. Three of Pentacles. So when we're talking about the community, YouTube, Rumble, all that, that's what I'm talking about with this. Not saying that none of the bad stuff happened. That's true. But there's a lot of added to the story. They're editing the story. They don't even know the whole story. But they're going to edit and they're going to make it extra spicy and then put it up there so it's clickbait. So
Everybody has a wild imagination, and if you've been one that's been drawn to the horror flicks,
Yeah.
and then that's all that I'm going to say.
Yes, exactly. It's a show. This, YouTube, Rumble, all of it, Instagram, what you see isn't always the real deal. What you hear isn't always the real deal. So just like we had an awakening with Hollywood, movies, TV, all that, there's also an awakening within these what do you call them, platforms.
Yeah. So
So
if I could just throw this in there, I want to talk a little bit about my show the coming week.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a lot of research and documentaries of Hollywood, and this is so unlike me, but I'm going back to the 1930s, and I'm coming forward, and I'll talk about what I've actually been seeing. And somebody out there said, how about Cappy? Well, I think from the 80s and the 90s, I think it was pretty prevalent what they were doing at that time, and I could probably prove that. But if we go back to the 30s, I saw the power struggles, and then when we got to World War II, what the no offense to any Jewish producer out there in Hollywood, but they had made a decision of what was going on in Europe, and they were going to pull the most beautiful women from Europe over into the United States to make movies. That's when they started to take their power away. It was beauty, no brains, that type of thing. But it'll lead up to what we're talking about today. And yes, there was some groups out there, and it's not all of them. If
No.
you listen to Kevin Sorbo, who played, I don't know, some hero, I don't remember what it was, but he basically said, I didn't have the same directors. I didn't have the same agents as all of them. A lot of them knew of it. They stayed away from it.
Yeah.
You know, and if you didn't fit the requirements of being brainwashed, you weren't accepted in. So I don't know how big. Kristen, can you pull the cards to see? Was it was it as big as everyone's saying it was, all of Hollywood, or was it a smaller type of a cult group?
Well, this is right up my alley because I have done tons of entertainment shows. So here we go.
Yeah, so Hercules is who that guy plays.
Yes, that's right. So 7 of Pentacles, the Hermit card, 2 of Swords. So yeah, this is showing me that there's a lot of them that did turn away from it. We probably just haven't investigated them all quite yet and discovered who they are. But we know a handful that have turned away from it. They knew what was going on, but they turned away. They took action and got away from it. Here's the Hermit card holding a lot of secrets, the darkness. So this is like the cult stuff all under wraps. So the cult is real. It is throughout the whole entire industry and the music industry. So that is a real thing. But yes, this is definitely showing me that a lot of them did turn away from it. But honestly, in my opinion, if you know something's terrible is going on, you're just as guilty. So I'm not excusing any of them, honestly.
And they did target, and Roseanne Barr said this, and I even questioned her about a lot of things too, though.
Mhm.
They did target the African American. They did.
Yep.
They went after them for a particular reason, and not to say that they're not talented, but they probably were talented. And you know, whenever you start flashing money and gold, and you come from a poor back, you know, being raised poor, there's so many different variables in there. But that's you know, you guys, if you want to, you know, join my channel next week sometime, I'll talk about it. And Kristen, I actually found out something, that there was a very famous movie star, and I don't know how old your audience is, but that actually basically was one of the first people to understand Wi-Fi, and they called it frequency jumping. She was from the 1930s, 1939. She was known as the most beautiful actress ever, but she was brilliant. She was intelligent. She was raised in a very wealthy family where they taught her all the different cultures and everything like that. She actually designed something for the I guess it was for the Navy, and they took her patent, and they basically told her, why don't you go and do things and raise money for the you know, the servicemen and stuff like that. And they dissed her stuff. Well, it turns out years later, almost 40 years later, they used her patent to come up with Wi-Fi and everything else. They finally have given her credit. She's dead now, but her family is now kind of reaping the benefits. But she was a brilliant woman, and these are the type of stories that I'm going to be bringing to everybody. It's amazing.
Nice. That is fascinating. Yeah, because I've never heard a story like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And so what they did is they used it in World War II because, you know, basically, you know, when you have a torpedo coming at a ship, right, they could pick up the frequencies of this tornado to hit this ship. But if you have they call the frequency jumping, which is kind of like what our Wi-Fi's do today.
Yeah.
If she was able to figure it out, do you know how she was able to figure it out?
No.
Does anybody out there play the piano?
Yes.
So do you remember back in the day, the piano music was on sheets of paper, and whenever you hit a tone, it would be here, it would be there, it would be here, it'd be some in the middle. It's the old music, and she was able to say that different frequencies on your piano is doing a frequency jump. And that's how she was able to connect. She's a very intelligent woman. And it pisses me off that they didn't give her credit. They took, the Navy took this idea, and she had it all patented with another gentleman. There's two brilliant people back in the day, and they did end up using it. Now, I think it was for another war. I'm not sure if they used it in World War II or not, but from that, they were able to take it and use it a little bit more. They went further. It went further from World War II, but they were able to say, if we got a plane up in the air, we could send a frequency and have the frequency jumping, or the Wi-Fi signals keep changing down to the ships. This lady figured it out in the 30s, and I'm going to be talking about that. I hope you guys join me on it.
I'm going to be watching that show. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. And so that'll be on your Rumble channel, Turn the Page, and on the YouTube. You guys, I want to share her YouTube since I do have it pulled up. Go over there and make sure you're subscribed. This is your second one, right? 2.0. Yeah.
I just changed the name. Turn the Page. I changed the name to see if I can screw up the algorithm, because I don't ever get a lot of people on here. But I changed it to TTP 2.0 instead of Turn the Page. But if you search for Turn the Page, you'll still find it.
Okay, perfect. But all of you, I would love for you guys to hit subscribe, share her videos as well. And always hit the like button on this channel too. Hit the like button. It takes a second, but it helps us to circulate so that we can also grow. And thank you all for who you guys are all doing it. So thank you so much, because it's helping the growth. But that's what helps our channel circulate for sure. Well, I look forward to your show coming up. That's going to be so much fun. Very interesting.
I think I'm going to do a series on it, because then I started from the 30s, and then I wanted to take a look at the women of the 50s, 60s, and 70s to see how they were having their power taken away, being as gifted, like Debbie Reynolds and that whole group there, and Elizabeth and all those other people. But if you could go back in your chat, there's somebody, I think it was Lori C, actually guessed who I'm talking about. I didn't want to give out the name, but go up.
This one?
Yes. Hedy Lamar was her Hollywood name. But I'll give you everything on this. She was one of the most beautiful women ever.
Wow, I'm going to look her up. This is so interesting. Wow. Yes, and I'll definitely be watching your show for sure.
So what happens with all these beautiful women in Hollywood is they know their power. They know how smart they are. Then the Hollywood people get to them, and most of them end up losing their mind, or they become bipolar, which is a bunch of bullshit. But that's what they do. That's what happens to them. That's what it's just so interesting, because you're not really born with bipolar.
It's a created thing. It's created
because they were all drugged. A lot of them were drugged.
Yes. Yeah, it's all created. It's not even a real thing. Nope. Sadness is very sad, you guys. Yep. Yeah, a lot of good stuff in the chat. Linda Vanima, yes, Joe Rogan is good. Just saying, because I did a show on him too. Very good.
Somebody said he's good. I think he's played both sides really well. I think he's learned to play the game.
He has, and sometimes he plays the card of I don't really know. What do you explain more? Like he'll ask certain questions when he interviews, and he already knows. He's just playing it. He's awesome. But yeah, you guys are great too in the chat. Thank you all for being here. We have about 217. We like that number 17 in the chat. Now 224. So thanks for joining us. Hit that like button since you're all here. And I do want to announce again, we're over 20,000 subscribers. So thank you all. And just hit that like button. Also, make sure you guys have the little bell. If you click the little bell, you'll get all the alerts and stuff. And also, what is your website, turnthepage.social? So that's for Janine. I'm going to share her website and then also mine. But turnthepage.social. And are you doing readings currently right now, Janine?
I am. That's the way spirit works with me. If you see me pull back on my shows, it's because I'm doing more readings. I'm also getting visitations, and people say, whoa, that's a term that Hollywood uses. But no, I get visits. And I think it's because of this Pluto moon, everything down deep under. You know how that goes, Kristen. So I'm getting a lot of lot of psychic, if you want to call it that. I'm just getting a lot of information. But yeah, it's just all really good. So if anybody wants a reading, I got that special there. It's 45 minutes instead of 30, and you have to send me an email, and I'll work with you on arrangement of the reading.
Yeah, very cool. And you're amazing, you guys. She is amazing. You help me all the time, even when I don't even know it. But you'll reach out and you'll say something, and it's like, whoa, was she hearing what I was saying to myself? So
Well, that's what Pisces do,
yeah,
and also I think I've always done that my whole life. I think that's what I've come in to do, is to be of service to people, to help people. And all I do is connect the dots for you, even though it seems so obvious for me. And and then the older you get, you have more experience, so it's easier to work with somebody on stuff. So it's all
yeah.
about relationships on every level. If you guys haven't figured that out, and you are looking for an explanation, whether it's a relationship with work or money or whatever it is, we could get I can help you with it, or Kristen can help you.
Yeah, we're both here for you. You guys know how to find us. We're always here. And then I was going to release something tonight. I have something that's new since it's the new moon today. Tomorrow retrograde begins, so I have to bring it forward today in order. I don't know. I just felt it's in alignment with everything if you do it today. Because I'm avoiding the retrograde, even though I do flip it. I still don't want any hassle, right? So I'm going to show you guys one of my secrets that I've kept from you for about a month, I think. So it's now available on my website. I'm going to show it. Hold on a second. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So I have created some journals for you guys. So reflections, daily healing. It's for transformation, but it's going with videos. So when you get the journal, you also will get to see these videos, and they go every day. So it's a week at a time. I will release and give you a video, and then you just jump to the day that you're on. So you jump to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day you want. But it helps you with your transformation and the journaling. So there's a direct formula that I have that I use for myself, especially when I designed these beautiful tarot cards, my Arcana Shores deck. I did this with my own self in my own book, and that gave me the idea like, hey, I should teach you guys the way that I journal and how I pretty much write down all my downloads and dreams and all that stuff. But included with this little teaching transformation workbook and the videos, I am also teaching more and more about each card and the design behind each card. So if you already have the tarot deck, this would be beneficial if you want to learn further on how they were designed. So every day, not only are we going over focusing on self-enhancement, it's a daily thing that you can watch and then journal, and it helps you to inspire you to journal your way, intuitively enhance your intuition. But also, I go over the cards. So there'll also be a few cards a day so in a way, you can learn. I'm not ever telling you guys that you can learn what the meanings are for the cards, because I'm against that. But I'm teaching you to really tune into your intuition and listen and hear your downloads. You're going to be reading the cards, but this will help you because I will go over about 3 cards per day, and this is 111 days of self-transformation. So that book right there has 111 pages on it. So each day has a different lesson. We also do numerology with the page number. So every page number, I go through the numerology with it. And I always have done that since I was really young. I think a teenager, I started doing that. Every page of my journals, you number them at the bottom there. And you will number them too, and you will write down. I will tell you what the numerology meaning is for each number, but it really clicks with you. And then at one point, you're going to know all the different definitions for each angel number. So I thought that was pretty cool. Plus the tarot, plus intuition. Not that you can't teach someone to use their intuition. You just can't. But I can help you enhance it and tell you my tricks and how I can set everything away from me, all the outside world, and just zone in and just hear it, you know. So those
So,
are daily
so Kristen, how does one trust their intuition? Let's say, example is,
Mhm.
you think of something and then all of a sudden it happens like a day later, and you go, God, I thought of that.
Yeah.
Or why didn't I follow, what I was really feeling on the inside? So, I mean, I think that everybody does have the intuition.
Yep.
It's the matter of trusting it, right?
Yeah. And I can't teach you how to trust. That's all you. But I can help inspire you to trust yourself.
The cards will
You
help
know?
you trust yourself. The
They
cards.
help you. They help you. And you know what? I've had people in my life say I'm stupid or you don't know. She's the dumbest. I had a family member that's supposed to love you say you're the dumbest girl I've ever known. Like things like that, right? So growing up, it broke me. It broke my trust in myself because I just said, all right, I guess that's what I am, So I can't like spin you guys and turn you into trusting yourself, but I can help and inspire you. It's more of a therapy, honestly, a daily therapy to help you believe in yourself. Once you believe in yourself, you build confidence. And once you have confidence, trust goes right in alignment with that. But you can't let past energies break that. Your memory of things, we're going to go over memory as well. So memory is huge. Old memories you need to let go of it wasn't your energy of that memory, like that person that said you're the dumbest girl I've ever known throughout my life. That person, that was their energy. That had nothing to do with me. So it's psychology too, I will teach, but spiritual, more
Well,
spiritual.
here's a better way of looking at it for all you guys out there that are empaths and very intuitive and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And Kristen and myself, I put it myself in the same category. Growing up in a family that was really locked into the matrix, and here we are, like kind of like looking around, going, "Oh, here's a newspaper. This is me back in the day. For me, was here's my horoscope. Okay." And then all of a sudden, I discovered that there were other esoteric things out there. And I didn't tell people what I was doing, but I looked into it to myself. And then when I was able to afford my own place and move out and stuff like that, I would go out to listen to lectures and stuff like that. I probably made a lot of people out there, including Christine Northrup back in the 90s, very wealthy because we were all in sync with what they were saying. And there were a lot of self-help things out there, but they were all spirituality, and everything
Yeah.
has always been spirituality. But when you've got a family that's really strong into the matrix mindset, it doesn't even it's a waste of your time and energy to even try to explain to them what you know, or the unknowing of what you know, or how you're feeling, right?
Yes. And that's another thing. You have to choose the energies that you're going to feed into. You're not going to feed into that. It's just they're only meant to bring you down because they're not open-minded. So yeah, we have to choose who we surround ourselves with. Who do you want to invest your love and attention with as well? So that's a huge thing as we go up throughout life. We want to invest our time and energy with those that support us, empower us, and then of course unconditionally love us. Those are the ones that matter. Everyone else is kind of, get out of here. Get out of town.
Well,
Seriously.
so I mean, when I married my husband, I didn't tell him, I didn't go run into him and saying all this other stuff. I kind of
Yeah.
hid it until COVID came out, and then all of a sudden, I was learning a lot about the Aleister Crowley cards. I threw them in the garbage. I'm so glad to have your cards here, Kristen. First of all, they're
Thank
beautiful,
you.
they're romantic, and they're very easy to hold because I have short, chubby little hands, and I love it. And I can look at them, and I'm from the old school, so I want to know, is this like the magician card? What is it? And Kristen goes, Janine, you know that you just look at the card and you read it.
Just
So,
listen to Janine. She knows
yeah, yeah.
what the answer is. Like if
So,
I'm gonna ask you to pull a card,
oh, okay.
I'm gonna just ask you a personal question. I like to be vulnerable. All right, so let's see. I'm going to ask you. How about a popular one that everyone asks? I'm just going to be an actress right now. Will Kristen, so will Kristen ever be married? Yes or no? That's a very popular question, guys.
Well, okay, without pulling a card, the first thing is coming to me is the question is coming back to you. Do you want to be married?
You know my answer.
Okay, let's see what the cards say. Will Kristen Lee? I call her KB all the time. I don't always call her Kristen. I call her KB. That's my nickname for her.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I wish I had a light on. It's getting really dark in here. I didn't realize it was going to get dark. Do you want me to hold? You want me to hold it up? Do you want me to hold up the card?
No excuses. Hold it up. Oh, okay. So I hear the word decision when I see that card right now. See, guys, but with a different type of question, I might hear something else. But what I'm hearing is decision.
Well, let me give you my interpretation.
Go ahead. You're the reader.
Yes. So down below, there's a boat, right? There's many opportunities coming her way, and her ship is coming in, if you will. There's a lot of emotional things that she's working out right now because she's on the water. And then when she does kind of get through whatever it is that she's getting through, it'll be exactly the way that she's always imagined it to be. She'll be really head over heels in love. But you know what? Like I said, my sister always used to say to me, "You're going to kiss a lot of frogs before you meet the prince," right?
God.
And so that's when I saw this on the bottom. I said, Kristen, you wrote these cards, so I can't take your input because you're biased to them.
Yeah, and I love and everyone that just set a whole example for everyone who owns the cards. Exactly what Janine did is exactly how you're going to read them. You're going to read them by what you're hearing, or maybe you have a vision. Maybe you'll see it. Sometimes I see stuff. But exactly what Janine just did. She gave me what she felt, what she heard, what's going on in her psyche and her intuition. That's what came through. So exactly what she just did is how you read the cards. That's how it is.
There's all parts of us. We are so dynamic as human beings, and there's always something that we may not believe about ourselves. In other words, when I was younger, I had a really good friend who always said to me, "I really wish you could see what other people see in you." Mm-hmm. And I couldn't. I was in my 20s. I was very shy. And then I got to my 30s, I got a little bit better, but there comes a time when everything will shift for you. And I think that's what I'm seeing here. Should I pull another one?
Do whatever you'd like. I'm just an open thing here.
So is this the guy that's waiting for you? Yes, it is. It
very well could be, but I hope he knows I don't really care for traditional marriage. I don't like the government. So, but I do believe in a spiritual union. Yes. Spiritual marriage. Sure. Do I want a freaking government paperwork that, all that stuff? No, I don't.
I'm going to tell you right now, Kristen, that's your ego talking. So if you want to dance with me, I'll dance with you. You want to do this live? I'll do it with you live.
No, you're probably right about me. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. Like Free Spirit says, yes, they're with you, Kristen. But, it doesn't really matter about the government when it comes to love in our own families. That's just a bullshit thing of a distraction for us not to have what we want. And that's all I'm going to
say. Exactly. It's a contract. They want everyone in a contract. Yep. I know what they're trying to do. It's a funny topic though, guys, but that's not one of the number one questions. So that one, and also, what is my passion? What should I be doing, Janine?
Oh, your passion, what you should be doing? Well, you're doing it. You're not there yet, though.
I'm just playing.
Oh, okay. All right. So is anybody else out there want a reading from Janine? Do we have time or no?
Yes. Who would like yes, let's have you pull cards. Yes.
Your cards.
Yep, with my Arcana deck. If someone asks a question to Janine, she's gonna pull a card for you. Let's roll this out. Here we
It's not
go.
going to be the same as Kristen, though.
I love it. It's
Let's see
great.
here. No traditional marriage for Kristen, spiritual union only. But it's always a spiritual union. It's never been about the damn ring and everything else. You guys,
Yeah.
don't make me go there. Don't make me go there.
I know. No, you're right. You're right, Janine. I know where you're going with it. Yes.
So let's just say a bunch of people told us about what the government is all about, and we're just so against the government. I'm not going to drive a car, and I don't want my driver's license, and I don't want Big Brother following me. You've got to do what you've got to do to get through where we're going in November, right? It's all going to change. 2025 is going to be huge. But in the meantime, if you're putting up all these different obstacles for yourself,
I know. I'm running away from it on purpose.
yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna get a question. Oh, this one would be good. So DJ Goff, I hope I pronounced your name right. I'm sorry if I didn't.
Jeff, is it like Jeff?
Goff, yeah.
Joe.
DJ's little boy.
Okay.
Will he be able to speak? Vitali?
That's the name, Vitali?
I believe so, and I'm so sorry if I pronounced it wrong. I probably did. Anyways, will DJ's little boy be able to speak?
I'm getting more information energetically, but through the cards, but I'm just going to pull one card here. So yes, he is going to be able to speak. And I'm just wondering, I'm looking at the delay of speaking. He speaks to you on another level right now. DJ, let me just see what I'm getting here. So is a learning disability. He's holding a lot of information very near and dear to his heart for some particular reason, and I don't know if it's going against his will to do that or not. That's what I'm kind of getting. I'm also getting too is that I want to say, is he at the age of 3 or 4 right now? Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm getting that it's just going to be a huge delay before he starts to come into his own, feeling like he's not quite into his own skin right now. And that's what I'm kind of getting. For some reason, I'm not sure if this was a. It just kind of feels like this is. What do I say here? Let me pull a card just to verify before I say it. Yeah, this some sort of like a disability right now, and I think that. I want to say the 3 and the 4, the number 3 and 4 keep coming to me. So either the child is 3 or 4 years old, or 3 or 4 years that the child will be speaking. And I don't think, what is this saying here? Missing 13 chromosomes, but I think it's 100% right. He's 4.5 and is amazing. I think it's hard on him. It's very hard on him. He can't express the words. So, there's this disconnect of the emotions, right, to the actual words, and he doesn't know how to connect the dots there. But there's going to be so many things out there that you're going to find along the way that he will come out of it. I see him with Kristen, when I see him with like these swords all the way around him, it's like he wants to break out. But he doesn't know how to do it. But there will be help. There's going to be 2 people coming along to help you with that. I think it's going to be like a couple to be able to explain it. What are you getting, Kristen?
Yeah. Wow. So what I heard is it's his own mind. I don't know if maybe it's just he has to start to kind of change the story he's telling himself and push himself to do it. Because I feel like, yeah, he doesn't know how to break free. Because see, the 4 of Pentacles, it's like he's holding back because he doesn't know how to break free. And yet his mind is kind of tricking him in a way too and holding him back.
He's not in his body is what I'm getting.
Okay.
So it's like one of those things that he's more comfortable outside of his body, and then there's going to be things that they're going to do to ground him to bring him back in, and that's why he can't find the words, the essences to express himself. But it's 3 or 4 years. It's 3 years, I think, is what I'm feeling very strong about. It's all going to shift for him. There's going to be something that comes along. So that's all I got.
Beautiful. And this would be a yes, about 3 to 4 years. And then he'll come into
Yeah,
his
that's
own.
one of the cards that I got too.
Oh, the Page of Pentacles. And that's suitable for a young boy, a young handsome boy. So there you go. Cool. Thanks for coming in here, DJ.
DJ says, yeah, there you go. I think you're both 100% right. And when I push him, let him go, push him more to let him go. Listen to the frequencies at night. He came back for second surgery, different at 1.5 years. Was this from, is this autism at the highest level? What, or is it, this is something else along with like that. DJ, can you say what this is?
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, we'll see if we get another response here. Great advice in the chat. Thank you guys for all your help. Throwing it out there. Beautiful energy.
So she or he, DJ, I have much goosebumps. Angelman syndrome. Okay, so it probably started out as something. It wasn't diagnosed correctly. I've never heard of the Angelman syndrome, but it's something else that's probably close to Asperger's, I want to say. Am I right? Am I getting close to this one? It's a combination of almost like two diseases that they have there. There'll be help for him. And let me tell you this: once he is able to communicate, the brilliant mind will come across.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Down syndrome. Is it a Downs? Is this Connie? I don't know that. I don't know. Somebody let me know what it is.
Okay. She said no, it's not. Okay. Angelman syndrome. I'm going to look into that. Okay.
Not a spectrum. No, not at all.
Yeah, I'm picking up that's going to, I know that they like to name things and syndromes and things, but I feel like it's going to pass. Like Janine's saying, he's going to break free from this.
No, there's going to be help from the medical arena from some man and some woman is what I'm getting. And whether it's detoxing, I'm sure that DJ has been doing a lot of the detoxing of the body. I'm not really sure the diet that's on. There's all these different things that people are going to see. We're going to learn so much about Alzheimer's and dementia and all this other stuff.
That's all created by the medicine that they're giving. And just like a lot of these other things are all created.
Mojo Mama's got an explanation of what it is.
Aha, let's see. Genetic condition causes developmental delays, mental disability, seizures, and happy demeanor. Okay.
That's very tough. God only gives you what you can handle, DJ. You're a very strong person to take on this. Is basically very much something you agreed to, obviously, and you're going to go far with helping a lot of other families understanding what this is. I can't imagine being in your shoes, DJ. Some kids can't eat or walk. Vitality is doing amazing, thank God. Just keep doing what you're doing and keep praying. The angels will send you exactly what you need.
Yes, definitely. Always. They're always there to help us, for sure.
I see Wally behind you.
Wally? Yeah, he's been very bossy today. Yes, he's here. And you know what? I keep telling him that cat tree, it's going to go bye-bye. Because he's not going in it. And that was the whole thing. I want him on the shows, and he's not in it. So I keep telling you, Wally, it's going to go. It's out. Gone.
He's just walking back and forth.
I know. Man. Well, this has been fun, and I enjoyed doing the readings with you. That was really cool. We'll do another one, guys. We will. As you know, I'll be back on in the morning, and I know Janine's got her stuff going on tomorrow. But thanks for being here, Janine. For real. I love it on a Sunday night. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for inviting me. I really do appreciate it myself too. It's a lot of fun to go on somebody else's show, and I hope I wasn't talking too much because I tend to do that.
Not at all. No, beautiful.
And
Beautiful.
everybody out there, please stay safe and all these weird things that are happening. And it's all coming from Antarctica, whether you want to believe it or not. You could call it HARP, you can call it whatever, but the minions need to keep kicking, and we are stronger as a unit. And please, everybody, just pray for one another. That's all that I could say.
Yes. Keep spreading the love in that high vibrational frequency for sure.
So DJ, if you could just highlight this before you go, pine needle extract is awesome as well. There are going to be a lot of things out there, DJ. I don't know if your son is on a particular protocol. Find somebody, pray for somebody to help that totally understands this, and you're going to be okay. He's going to be okay. He's going to be awesome. I just see him doing a lot of things that what I'm seeing in my mind right now, I can't even explain to you because he is really, really intelligent once he gets grounded.
Yes. Yeah. Page of Pentacles too, he got for his future outlook. So he's going to be just fine for sure. Yep. And sometimes this is meant, and I feel for him too, like as a little messenger. So he's going to have really highly intelligent, information coming through. It's almost like he's absorbing a lot right now, but just wait. Just wait. Yep.
So the energies hit him and then they bounce off because he doesn't understand him. And when he does get something that's like, irritating to him is when it seems like he's difficult, but he's not. He's just trying to communicate. And I know DJ, you could tell us all day long, but there is hope. There's hope for a lot of these things. And why he came this way, you'll find out one day real soon. Yeah. So Kristen, Connie's got something there. You're doing something. Questions?
Oh yeah. Yeah, those are my express readings. Thank you, Connie. You're putting in the info in the chat. So sweet. Yes, on my website. I'll go back over there real quick. Let's see. Till Lionsgate, I have the one-on-one readings. Whoops, sorry. I didn't do it right. Anyways, arcanashores.net for a one-on-one Zoom reading. They're $122 until Lionsgate. So yeah, thank you, Connie. I forgot to bring it up, but yes.
Yeah, she's saying 1 hour Zoom, Lionsgate. That's great that you're doing all that stuff. There's not a lot of people out there that really care like Kristen does about humanity. She's going out of her way to always find something to bring us together and join together. So the next time you have your next big Zoom, I'm going to hopefully be able to attend that one. I couldn't do the last one.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to being a part of that. And we have to join and be in a unity no matter what now.
No matter what. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, and please don't put all of your eggs in one basket and thinking that Trump is going to be the hero here, because there's more stuff that's coming up in the next couple of weeks, and you're going to see it on Kristen's show. But all of you, please, take care of yourself and then your family and then neighbors and so on and so forth.
Yes. Well said there, Janine. And thank you very much. And thanks for always, coming forward with your Patriot news as well on all your work and your channels too. So thank you.
Yeah, I'm not out there as much. I'm kind of like one of the first ones that were out there, and I'm just kind of hanging in and waiting until November to see what happens, and then maybe I'll just go into the sunset.
Yes, and right off into the sunset. There she goes. There's Janine.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much, Kristen.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody. Love you.
Thank you all. Have a beautiful night. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.